Hi, and welcome to the Senior Network. I'm your host, Greg Fulton. Today we are joined by Nancy Rosen of Right at Home.
Good morning.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Becky Davis, Cypress of Hilton Head. Good to see you again.
Thank you again for having me.
Oh, yes, and we're coming to you today from Right at Home. Nancy, it's always great to have you on the show. You have a wealth of information to share with us, I know, with your HR role. Tell us a little bit about some exciting news that we have going with the training, the technical college, grants.
We do. We've got some amazing new positive news going on that I'd like to share with you because it might benefit you in your world. So we've recently launched a partnership with South Carolina Apprentice. And so what that means is we have partnered with them as well as Technical College of the Lowcountry to create not only some additional CNA classes, so Certified Nursing Assistant classes, to benefit the Right at Home specific caregivers. So these are folks who have expressed interest and have secured their spot for a multi-week course to learn how to be a certified nursing assistant. So they have said that they would pay for the course and go ahead and acquire these skills. Now, usually there aren't as many classes at the Hardeeville campus, which is closest to our office here and where most of our clients are. So most of our clients are on Hilton Head and Bluffton. Not that we don't service the greater area, we do, but they can participate in these classes as they're coming from their clients' homes. So TCL has agreed to offer about 10 more classes to accommodate them at the times that they wished. So when we surveyed our caregivers, they said that they wanted nighttime classes. So TCL has been so gracious and went ahead and added all of these classes at night. They registered 20 of our caregivers.
Already?
20 of them in July and August classes. So come by the end of October, we will have 20 new CNAs to add to our roster of caregivers. And we have applied for a grant through the state and through Apprenticeship South Carolina. And hopefully, if we get this grant, which we should know in the next week or two, I don't want to reveal the secret yet, but those 20 caregivers may have their classes paid in full.
Wow.
That would be
In
nice.
full,
Very
which
nice.
would mean a savings of $904 for each of those, happens to be ladies who are participating.
Well, let's face it, that's a big obstacle, paying for the classes.
It is.
Question, how long, what's the commitment of time? Is it what, did you say it was a 6 weeks course?
I think it's 9 weeks. I'm pretty sure it's 9 weeks. So it is a pretty big commitment
couple
because
months.
a lot of these are working mothers.
Sure.
And that's why we pulled them first to make sure that these classes were going to be at a convenient time for them. And almost all of them, probably 85% of them, said nighttime classes.
Sure.
But we did offer daytime classes as well. So there's, I believe, one class that's going to be 2 full days out of the week so that they can coordinate their schedules accordingly. So the interesting thing is that a lot of our caregivers work for us as well as some of the other places like your own,
Cypress.
So they are working around 2 different jobs. So we had to pull them to say, we know we're not your only employer. So that might be something that benefits you guys as well.
So, but question, so aren't they already certified when they work at the Cypress or at the Preston Health Center?
That would be a question I'd ask you.
Yeah, they have to be, yes.
Okay.
So where are you getting your employees? So
They're usually personal care assistants.
Okay, that's they're already personal care.
So these
at the
are
Cypress,
usually people who have years of experience working as private caregivers.
But no technical license.
And they may not have had the money to go ahead and get the formal licensure. So we've already gone ahead and checked out their references, and we know that they're able to do what a CNA can do, but now they're able to prove that through going through the skills.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because all your caregivers are not CNAs.
Right, yeah, that's what I was trying, but I know at the Cypress and the Preston Health Center, they are licensed.
Right.
But question, long-term care insurance.
Yes.
It only pays for licensed caregivers, correct? Or
Not always.
Every state's different.
Okay.
Every state's different. South Carolina, if they're PCA level personal care, then a lot of them will pay for that. We just have to show the credentials and everything. They're trained, and training is an ongoing thing with a company like Right at Home, obviously, even if they do or don't have a CNA license.
Right. So basically, how that works when you're talking about home care, if they are not a CNA, but they have the client has long-term care insurance, we have to prove to the long-term care insurance company that we've done our number of in-services that are mandatory by the state of South Carolina. So there's about 10 of those in-services per year, and they include things like dementia and hospice training. And then there's 10 of them, but we do additional ones throughout the year, things like thickened liquids and Hoyer lift training. So those are not mandatory, but we have so many clients that have those needs that we decide to add them anyway.
Right, okay, but long-term care still requires some sort of parameters.
Absolutely,
right, okay.
absolutely.
And the
yes.
only reason why I bring that up, because in my business, I'm finding that more and more folks are having long-term care insurance.
Are you? Good.
Oh, yeah,
Good.
I would say probably, I would say probably 50%.
Really?
60%
Wow.
are
Yeah.
coming with long-term care insurance that they've had for, 20 plus years.
Yeah, we've seen that swing over the years too. More and more people utilizing those for
Yeah,
their
that-
services.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's an indication that our baby boomers are coming.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's here. We're entering that time where maybe not, the whole gamut of baby boomers are coming, but we see some folks who may have had some chronic illnesses who we're starting to see that push. And maybe some, the Korean War vets are definitely folks who are already our clients, and maybe some Vietnam War vets who have had some injuries that they sustained,
Right.
or some chronic issues. One of the things that we see a lot of is that the Vietnam War vets who were in the DMZ have a lot of diabetic issues. So
Really?
yeah, the Agent Orange issues that were part of the defoliation with the in the DMZ, the demilitarized zone. I know, that's a tongue twister. They have experienced a lot of diabetic issues. So they've had those now ongoing for years. So they're having a lot of issues with regulating their diet. They're having a lot of issues with maybe neuropathy in their feet.
Absolutely.
So a lot of falls risks come from that. So that's what we're starting to see. So just kind of those folks, and of course that's not going to stop. So I think that might be why you're also seeing a lot of the long-term care insurance.
Well, in my experience, it's been, and just in talking with folks, it's been part of their retirement package.
Oh.
But as we know, retirement packages are no more.
Yeah.
But for my
See those
folks,
pension plans anymore, do we?
No. But my folks who come to my office, who the average age moving into Cypress is around 75. They have that part of their retirement package. So it's
Lucky,
good to know.
the lucky
No
few.
kidding, right?
Yeah.
Well, back to the CNAs, because that's so intriguing.
Yeah.
And a lot, Becky, what we see too a lot of times is if someone wants to go on that course to get to a nursing degree, then they'll start. That'll give them a boost in the CNA program. Then they can move to an LPN and then an RN down the road and a master's and so forth.
And I have, shout out to Monique McRae, who is our healthcare administrator at the Preston Health Center. She started out as a CNA, and the Cypress offered scholarships for folks to advance their degree into nursing. Then she has been our director of nursing. I'm embarrassed to say, I don't know how long, but maybe 10 plus years.
Oh, wow.
And now
That's
she
a
was
great
just
story.
promoted
Yeah.
to our healthcare administrator. So
What a great way to keep good people.
no kidding,
Yeah.
right? And we have
Right.
very little turnover, and I think that's why it's
Yeah.
as far as employees turnover.
Yeah, and that
Very
speaks
low.
volumes because this is such a difficult area to keep great people. They're just so transient.
Yeah, and let me ask
Yeah.
you this: where are you getting your? Is it mostly referrals or? Oh, I don't want you
Our
getting
caregivers?
Yeah, I don't want you
no,
giving away
no,
trade secrets
it's
because
no
it is hard to
secret.
grab these qualified.
No,
folks.
it's no secret, and I don't think it's a secret for any business really in the Low Country that is serving the population in Bluffton and Hilton Head, which is that folks can't afford to live in Bluffton and Hilton Head.
Yeah.
So we are recruiting from Jasper County and Hampton County and Colleton County. So a lot of these folks are driving a good distance, to come. Now, some of them have already been driving a good distance for many years, so they do know that, the decent jobs, the ones that are not jobs that are careers, which is a difference. There are plenty of jobs in Hilton Head and Bluffton, but there aren't plenty of careers. And I think what we're talking about is we provide careers, a career path. You just had a great example of a career path. We have a great example of a career path. We're getting grants and we're offering classes to further people's careers, okay? This isn't just,
Part-time job.
A part-time job. Yeah, this is a full-time job. And if people want to become a nurse, an LPN or an RN, this is the way you're starting to do that, so that we're laying out a career path. We have a 401k plan. I mean, this is a wonderful family to be part of, as is yours. So I think that's how we're attracting people, is to say, come be part of the family. We have a ton of in-services which are free to be part of. Learn the skill set, get all of that. We will, provide the accreditation, and then you can move on. I mean, we don't expect people to be with us for life, but we would love to, to partner with them for as long as they'd like to be with us. So I think when they come in and interview with us and go through the orientation, they see this is a place I can be with for a long time. This is a career path.
Exactly.
So if we can get them here to talk to them, and they can come down from Hampton and Colleton, then I think that that we can kind of get them to want to be with us.
Great.
So
Great information, Nancy. Hold that thought. We need to take a break. Stay with us here on the Senior Network. We'll be right back.